we do have some rain to contend with.
Yeah, I think today, tomorrow, those late afternoon, evening storms, they're going to be pretty widespread. So it's one of those weekends. Have the umbrella, the rainbow umbrella, as you said. I like that.
Whatever
the umbrella, the rain jacket, whatever you consider your rain gear. It's going to be a good day to have it with you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Notice things quiet for most of the state, but look at that little spin just off the coast near Jacksonville, Daytona Beach. We have been watching this area for potential tropical development, but you can see we still have those outer bands that are feeding out into the Atlantic, some pretty intense rain bands there. But then as it starts to move onshore, moving inland into parts of Georgia, we're really watching that dissipate. So we have downgraded this. We're no longer watching it for any tropical development, but it will still continue to bring some heavy rain, I think mainly to the coast of Georgia today, as it continues to pull in some of those heavier rain bands from the Atlantic. But as of this morning, it has been downgraded, so not watching it for any additional development over the next 2 days or over the next 7 days. And then we'll slide to the Gulf of Mexico. Another possible disturbance here, really very close to where our first named storm of the season developed. This one has a 50% chance to develop into a tropical disturbance or a tropical low in the next 2 days, possibly in the next week. The winds look like they're going to steer this pretty close to where Alberto went. So we're talking mainland Mexico to see some impacts for the rain and the stronger winds from that system over the next coming days. As for our local area, a lot of blue sky, a lot of sunshine. Really is beautiful and warm out there already. Nearly at 80 in Tampa, light winds out of the northeast, beautiful blue skies in Clearwater, 77. Look at these dew points though all across the area. Very muggy in the mid and upper 70s. Not getting a break from the humidity, so temperatures are going to be feeling, I think, at least 5 degrees warmer all afternoon. As we reach into the low 90s by the lunchtime hour, we're going to be talking low mid 90s all across the Bay Area. Factor in that really oppressive humidity, and it's going to be feeling more like 102 this afternoon in Tampa, feeling more like 103 in St. Pete. Some of our inland spots topping out in the upper 90s as the storms will start a bit earlier for those spots. So rain and storms developing along the East Coast pull their way inland. So by around 2 o'clock, that's really the window I think we'll really start to talk about these storms moving into our area. And the winds are very weak, so what that's going to do is just allow for these storms, once they develop, to just sit over areas for longer than they typically would. So our main threat for any of the storms that develop, especially this evening, is going to be locally heavy rain. It looks like we could see some of those maybe drop 1 inch, 2 inches in those couple of hours as they really get going this evening. So that's going to be the time frame. Make sure you're staying weather aware, as those storms will start to move in pretty quickly from the east. As for getting out on the water this morning, will be really nice. Seas around 2 feet. Smooth on the bay. Southwest winds by this afternoon, only about 5 knots. High tide hits just after 1:50 this afternoon. Low tide 10:26 tonight. From there, it's going to be mild tonight, only a low of about 78. Any storms ending by around, I think, 9, 10 o'clock. Then tomorrow, very similar. A dry start and then scattered showers and storms with temperatures in the mid 90s.